最強のヒロインが帰ってくる。より美しく、より激しく。応援が向かってる。幸運を。コバートアフェアシーズン2、4月20日スタート。
Thank you so much for having us. We're thrilled that Season 1 has aired here already, and Season 2 is going to be starting in April. We're really excited about the DVD coming out, and especially thanks to everyone here in the theater for coming out in the snow today. It's freezing here, but we're loving Tokyo, so thank you very much for having us.
Yes, again, thank you all for coming out. I know it's not the greatest weather. It's kind of like this in New York, actually, where I live. So I'm feeling a little bit at home. So thank you for welcoming us. We're really thrilled to be here. It's a pleasure to be back in Tokyo. You guys have always been very supportive, and we really appreciate it. And we hope you enjoy the show. We've been having a great time making it, and we hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
日本の印象いかがでしょうか。
Yeah, this is my first time in Japan, and I'm loving it. I really didn't know what to expect, and I tried to come with no expectations, and I've just been overwhelmed with the graciousness of our hosts, and Tokyo is beautiful, and so I'm absolutely loving it. I wish I had more time, frankly.
Yeah, no, you guys set the bar really high for me last time I was here. We were incredibly welcoming and gracious, and it's been the same again this time. It's great to be back here, and again, I wish we had a little bit more time to see some more. I actually got to see more last time than I will this time, but there's always next time, which I hope is coming up. Maybe we'll shoot here in Tokyo for one of the upcoming seasons. You never know.
Yeah, Season 1, the show was all new when we started. A couple of the exciting things about starting the show was meeting Valerie Plame Wilson, who is famous for being an outed CIA agent in the New York Times. And she was our CIA advisor for the pilot. So meeting her was very exciting, talking with her, absorbing as much knowledge from her as we can about how the CIA works. And then for me, there's a big Augie episode in Season 1, which is the first time we get to see Augie out in the field. And that episode has one of Doug Liman's favorite fight scenes of all time, when Augie gets into a fight on a train. So those are just two of the things that come to mind from a very exciting first 11 episodes. Yeah, I worked very closely with an organization in Toronto called the Canadian National Institute for the Blind. And I started working with them before shooting the pilot, and continue working with them now into Season 3. And they've been invaluable, very helpful.
Yeah, I mean, it was difficult, but it's also exciting when you've been playing one character for a long time. I think we did 72 episodes of Heroes. It was exciting for me to jump into something else that was so completely different, and to get to do action sequences and parkour and shoot guns, and that's kind of what every boy kind of grows up playing in his backyard, and I was getting to do it, and they were foolish enough to pay me for it as well. So no, I considered myself very lucky. It was a challenge that I welcomed, playing the new character.
Yeah, Piper is the #1 reason why this show is as good as it is. She's an incredibly talented actress. She's also an incredibly kind person. So she's kind of the perfect human being in many ways. And really, you know, when you watch the show, you'll be drawn to her character. You know, women. Annie Walker is the kind of woman that other women want to be like, or want to be friends with, and she's the kind of woman that men just want.
No, she's fantastic. Piper's great to work with, and you know, for somebody who works as hard as she does and works the hours that she works on this show, for her to be there all the time, smiling and always willing to rehearse or run lines before we shoot a scene. She's just a real pro. She's a real pro, and it's always a pleasure to be working with somebody like that, because it gives you something to aspire to be better, and I think that's what she brings out in all of us, really. Yeah.
南明さんはゴーラムさんへ、そして吉木さんがラママーシーさんへ花束贈呈となります。大丈夫ですか？
重さがあったので。
何ですか？
私が何を隠そう日本のナンバーワン女優の岡本夏生だということを説明してちょうだい。
大丈夫ですかね。
私はイケメンが何よりのごちそうよ。もうイケメン見ることしか私の生きがいはないの。なんで私が今ここにいるか、それはこのシーズン2に出ようと企んでいるからよ。
ちょっとどうですかお二人、シーズン2岡本さんが出たいということなんですけど。
Well, it's a little late for season 2.
シーズン2にはちょっと間に合わない。いや軽くお断りマンボウ。あら？何お断りマンボウ。
I would never, but season 3 is not out of the question.
シーズン3だったらもしかしたら3まで生きてるかどうかわかんない。私は胆石という病気を持ってるの。私の命に変えてもシーズン2に食い込みたい。
ちなみに何役でちょっとご出演希望なんでしょうか？
私はね、アニーのようにアクションをアクションアクションアクション
それではちょっと無理じゃないですか。どうですか岡本さんはシーズン3出たいということなんですけど。
I think she's hired. That was the audition right there.
今のがオーディションだったと思うので、これでもう合格したんじゃないかと。
オッケー、オッケー、牧場。何でも言ってみるもんね。
こんな簡単なものでよろしいんですかね。岡本さん、ちょっとイケメンお二人いらっしゃるんですよ。ちょっと印象をぜひお聞かせください。
あ、2人の、
はい、
正直ね、両方ともタイプなのよ。どっちか選んでってもね、それはね、アルバンはこっちだ、アルバンはこっちだって、TPO に合わせて洋服選ぶかのように、今日は気分はなんだっけ、ゴーラムさん、そしてマーシーさん、またね、私もね、年取っちゃったもんでね、名前が覚えられないのよ。
いや、だからってこの手に書かないでもらっていいですか、ボールペンで。
手に書いてますよ。
カンペ書いて
ララマーシーさんとゴーラムさん、そしてコバートアフェア。コバートアフェアっていうのがまた意味不明な題名なのよ。これ何なのこのコバートアフェアっていうのは、どういう意味なのこれ。
ちょっと通訳が大変ですね。
通訳さんは喋り続けています。
どうですか ちょっと岡本さんとデートなんていう約束を。
そうそう、私ねこう見えてね戸籍と賛同は綺麗なの。だからねよかったら入籍もできるの、今すぐでも。よかったらどうぞ、私入籍しない？
どうですかお二人。
デートをした後入籍しない？ちょっと私と。
Oh, I can't. I'm already taken. I'm so sorry. I
そんなに
feel horrible. Are you gonna be okay?
これは約束でございます。
結婚されていたということで、ね、
そしてこちらの方にもハグをしたいと。おー、待って、ハグぐらい OK。ハグだけでもあなたもう当分これだけで生きていけます。嬉しい。
ね、もうせっかくイケメン嗅ぎつけてきてくださったのに、お二人ご結婚されていたということで。
もう残念、もうそんなものはね、男と女はね、いつか別れるものなのよ。だからね、全然平気よ、そんなやめましょう。やめてください。私待つわ。
はい、シーズン3にねご出演してるかもしれないんで、ちょっとねじっくり待ってましょうね。
そうは言ってもね、あなたこれ本当ねシーズン1ね見たでしょ、最高に面白いから。日本にありそうでこういうのないわね、 CIA の話。
もうそろそろよろしいですか？楽しい時間あっという間なんで、はい、申し訳ございません。六本木に戻っていただきましょうかね、岡本さん。はい、ということでそろそろ残り少なくなってまいりました。通訳の方はよろしいでしょうか？
役どころではね、目の不自由な役どころをされてるけど、私をしっかり見て見て、素敵素敵素敵。そして私を見て、うわ素敵、もうすごい素敵。
Sorry, in season 1. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, there's a few things. Annie has a great love affair with Ben, who we meet in the beginning, who is an incredibly important relationship in her life, and he's a very exciting spy. There's an episode where Augie gets out into the field and has a fight scene on a train, and he has his own love affair, which is pretty sexy. And then as we get to the finale, it's the first time where we travel internationally, and we shot in Sri Lanka for the finale of season 1. And then when you get to season 2, we go internationally even more. We shot in Paris, Istanbul, Berlin, Venice, Stockholm, and hopefully Tokyo in season 3.
Just adding to what Chris said, I think that the action sequences that you see on the show, particularly in the first season, are really cool. Really, it's stuff that you don't really get to see on television, and that's all due to Doug Lyman, who did all the Bourne Identity movies and Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and he's the executive producer on our show, and he choreographed all of them, including a very cool parkour chase sequence that they brought in Cirque du Soleil performers to train us and to be the stunt doubles as well. So you guys can all look forward to that. It's very cool. It's very exciting to watch, and it just gets better actually in season 2. So I think you guys will enjoy it.
毎回球がね当たんないのよ、絶対に。絶対当たっちゃったら新戦終わっちゃうじゃない。だから絶対当たんないの。だから安心ある意味。
はい、よろしいでしょうか。はい、お二人どうもありがとうございました。今日はどうもありがとうございました。大きな拍手でお送りください。Thank you very much.